A growth mindset can actually change the way you experience life, and I'm going to show you how. Welcome to Mindfulness Monday, here to give you an empowering start to your week in a quick, impactful, and enjoyable way. Now, let's dive in. Today, I'm going to share what a growth mindset actually is, the difference between a growth mindset and a fixed mindset, and ultimately how it can change your life for the better. And I get it, you might not be sure of what the heck these terms are. No worries, I got you. So imagine there's two students. They're in a science class. We'll call one Greg for growth, and we'll call the other one Fred for fixed. They've both been assigned a classroom project. So Greg, growth, is excited. Fred, fixed, is a bit nervous. Now, what ended up happening, they both run into a challenge with their project. So Greg keeps moving forward. He has an outlook of having fun with the experiment. And Fred, not so much. He starts getting frustrated, blaming, and saying that I'm just not one of those science type of guys. Now, finally, the project is over. Greg's turned his in, Fred's turned his in. Fred's turned his in, and Greg is proud and grateful for the experience and the lessons learned, while Fred is dissatisfied and just basically thinking he's just not as good as the others. So that's basically an example of a growth mindset and a fixed mindset. Growth is all about believing that you are able to develop those abilities. And it helps keep you learning and improving with a good outlook. And the flip side, the fixed mindset assumes that your abilities is set in stone and there's nothing you can do about it. And can you see how adapting a growth mindset could lead to some major personal transformations? Did you know that many of us face the challenges every day that happens to stem from a fixed mindset? Think about it. How often did you shy away from attempting something new because maybe you would fail or get laughed at or look silly? Or possibly maybe you just avoided or possibly maybe you just avoided the challenge altogether because you just weren't good at it. The fear of failing can be crippling. I'll admit it, even for myself. I've had a recap video for a video I did over a month ago on the 11/11 affirmation challenge. I had still hadn't made yet. Proud to announce I finally did yesterday and will be out on Thursday. Now, back to that crippling fear, it creates limiting beliefs that ultimately ends up holding you at that ultimately holds you back from reaching your full potential. You might find yourself saying, I can't do this, or I'm just not smart enough. So what? These thoughts can be damaging. And let's be honest, they really hinder your personal growth. And as I was saying before, you are not alone. We all deal with it. It's just a matter of what you decide to do with it and know that there is a way out. Now, let's flip this back again to the growth mindset and what it really looks like, and know that this one major key is uber important. Embrace your challenges. See it as an opportunity to grow and to learn. Heck, and I'm sure you've heard of this saying, and they've even made songs of it. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. That, in essence, is a growth mindset. With that, also having that persistence and resilience, the persistence of keeping going and the resilience to bounce back up again. Life is going to throw curveballs your way. I'm sure it already has. And with that growth mindset, you'll be able to keep moving forward and bounce back. Starting that new chapter in your life or that new season. Like as Nelson Mandela had said, Do not judge me by my successes. Judge me by how many times I've fallen down and gotten back up again. That is growth mindset. Remember, it's all about the journey and who you become in the process of it, not the destination. Now that you can embrace that growth mindset, realizing it can lead to a happier, more empowered, and successful you, imagine the possibilities when you start using it today. And remember the words of Carol Dweck. In a growth mindset, challenges are exciting rather than a threat. So rather than thinking, oh, I'm going to reveal my weaknesses, you say, wow, here is a chance to grow. Now, keep empowering that mindset. And since you've gotten the importance of a growth mindset, you might want to check out this video next on why intention matters more than you might realize.